live. This is a private broadcast. That is until Kung Fu goes in and just makes it public whenever he feels like it. Psychopath. But it'll be private long enough to be of special value to our members. So welcome, everybody. Hopefully we get a couple of people live with us in a little bit. I mean, it's the middle of a Sunday. People are,
chilling.
People are chilling. But this is here as reference for you. This is the pre-market PulseScan here with my main man, Dex. And we're going to look at some stuff. So let me share my screen with folks. And so just a reminder to those of you in the room, or maybe those of you who are new, whenever we say that the price triggers, the price trigger reports and the PulsePicks have been posted, you just always go to your dashboard and refresh. And, if it was already open, refresh it. And here's all your things. If you have the new starter membership, then obviously there'll be a few less reports. And then you got your PulsePicks right here. So we're looking at the PulsePicks tonight. Actually, I already have it all opened and zoomed in. So we'll also look at charts. So, and if you are live with us, feel free to ask us a question. My main man, HW293, has joined us. Welcome. Okay, so Dex, what do you want to look at? I could also pull up charts whenever you want. You just let me know, and we'll do that.
Okay. All right. So basically, we're just going to talk about the ones that have crash alerts first. Let's go there.
Okay.
All right. The following have crash alerts. The
and this
SLV.
We're just looking at the PulsePicks.
Yep. The SLV on the PulsePick sheet. GLD. So gold and silver have crash alerts for tonight into Monday trading. The inverse ETF DXD. The inverse ETF for the QQQ, the QUID. And the inverse ETF SDS for the S&P 500. And let's see here, gold futures and silver futures. As far as bonds, ticker TLT also has a crash alert, and the dollar has a crash alert on the equity side, ticker UUP. So we'll be taking a look at that. And then we also have a Forex crash alert on the Canadian dollar. So those following securities have crash alerts that we'll be monitoring for tonight into Monday's trading. Pretty much everything else on the watch PulsePicks have rally alerts. Everything from Bitcoin to the NASDAQ 100, oil, corn futures, and we got the NASDAQ 100, and we got GDXJ, and we got the Russell futures. And so all of those have rally alerts. Also the Euro Yen on the Forex side, Ethereum, Litecoin, they all have rally alerts for Sunday night, Monday's trading. So this is going to be an interesting week to see where the markets want to mix it up at, because we had so much news come out last week.
Mm-hmm.
And now the thing that everyone's hanging their hats on now is, China and the U.S. are going to be talking again soon. And every time they say that, it brings a little bit of euphoria. But then when the truth comes out and they say they're not talking, it's just not happening, then the markets roll over again.
Mm-hmm.
So we had that going on.
Yeah, that going on.
The trade tariff thing is kicking people's butt. The yield inversion and the whole talk of recession in 2020. So there's still a lot of uncertainty out there. I don't know if we'll really get any trends going this week, but I will be watching it for any type of cues and clues. I'm expecting, to be quite honest with you, for Monday's trading to be bland and quiet and not a lot going off on there. So we'll see if I'm correct.
We had
or not.
Had a good question in the room. I want to bring this up, and this is one of the cool parts about us having these private members only discussions that we're having a couple times a week. I can actually just pull up the price triggers. So on Bitcoin, Zach was asking this in the room. Vulcan, that's you. Why are the BTC short and long prices so close? With the movements, it seems like it would have been an instant stop out on either side if you took it. What's the system saying with that? So we can see they're barely $150 between the buy trigger and the sell trigger on the daily on Bitcoin right now. Any clarification on that or thoughts?
Yeah, just like I told you guys, these are the loaded triggers that you asked for. So there are going to be many times where the ranges narrow, and there will be times where the ranges expand. So you have expansion and you have contraction. When there's contraction, that means that the movement in either direction should be quite substantial. And also, you'll have situations where you have a lot of contraction where both sides will be clipped. Even without that, though, I did warn you guys that the loaded gun, the way that it's designed with the methodology, you're probably going to be triggered on both sides the majority of the time. The only question that remains is how much money is going to be on the table for you to pick up in either direction. So these are long and shorts. Just be prepared to do long and shorts every day when you use, these loaded triggers. Doesn't matter what security you're trading. Just be prepared to go both long and short.
And
The
a
reason
lot of people
being,
only have the capacity to go long with Bitcoin.
yeah, I'm gonna get into that. So
you would want to you'd want to be tight.
Yeah, the rationale behind it is, like I said, it's because when there's a contraction of ranges, the breakout is usually a lot more substantial.
Oh, cool.
So you want to do both triggers, and you're expecting them both to be triggered. Now, this is what you do when you can only go long. All right, for whatever reason, if you can only go long on a security, whether it be cryptos or whether it be equities or even futures for that matter. All right, if you can only go long, what you want to do when you see that there's extreme contraction between the buy and the sell stops, all right, on those triggers, what you do, if you can only go long, use the buy stop to get long. Okay, that's your first thing. And then instead of using the sell trigger as your stop, you can use the TR support.
Okay, so that's on the
for long onlys. Use the buy trigger to get long, but use
that's
the
on
TR sup to
TR
as your
sup
stop
is on
loss.
your advanced daily.
Right.
So that's right here.
Yep.
And when you say to use it as your stop, you're talking about using it as your initial stop.
Correct. So
actually, in this case, it's way below
the sell short. Yes.
The sell short.
Yes.
So you're giving yourself some more room.
Correct.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. So long onlys, you can still use that entry price on the advance sheet as your long entry, but just use the TR sup as your initial stop loss.
And let me clarify that for new people a little bit. So when you're using the pop method, this is our dashboard entry in the pop method. So if you're using the pop method on that, now this isn't what I wanted to pull up. I wanted to pull up this, the 4 phases. So using the 4 phases, the question on moving your stop is always, is your trade in profit? So if your trade's in profit, then you're going to start using the pop method to lock in profits. If it's not in profit, that's when you're going to be using the one from the sheet.
Correct.
And so that's something to think about.
And I would use the same philosophy if you are looking to short only. If you're going to short only, go ahead and get short on that sell short trigger on the advanced tab, and then use the TR res as your initial stop loss.
Okay. So again, the TR res is found on the advanced sheet. Pull it up here. It is the E column. No, I'm sorry. Yep. TR sup, if you're going long, TR res. The TR sup is the E column if you're going long. And the idea behind that is you're giving yourself more room.
Correct.
But you're also allowing for some more risk there.
Correct.
So there's some more downside.
Exactly.
If you want to be super cautious, you could use the sell stop from the sheet. You could use the stop there.
Correct.
If you're looking to stay in the trade, you would use the TR sup. If you're going short only, which is rare, I mean, if you can go short, you can go long, then the TR res is an alternate initial stop for you, which would give you some more space.
Correct.
So that's helpful. Okay, cool. All right, very good.
Any other questions?
There was one very important question. HW293 wanted to know how Pizza Friday was.
Oh man, Pizza Friday was awesome. It
What did
always
I
is
eat?
awesome because I'm chilling with the wife and kids, so of course, Pizza Friday is gonna be dope. I'm trying to think, what movie did we see? I don't recall, which is sad. Um,
It mustn't have been that good.
we no, it was. We saw two movies. I can't remember what they were.
I did me and the
What
boy.
were they?
Me and the boy watched
Oh, My Little Pony. My wife just told My Little Pony.
you
And
watched My Little Pony.
uh-huh. And the first one, I forget what that was, but I do remember My Little Pony though. But they were pretty good though. The My Little Pony
Yeah?
was really good. Yeah, man. It was real good.
Okay.
See, we all get to choose. We let the kids pick what they want to see,
That's nice.
and so that's how we do it. And it's fun, and it's a tradition that I grew up with my mom,
Mhm.
and we had Pizza Fridays,
Oh, that's
and
sweet.
I would go to Errol's Video, and I would pick up movies to rent and bring them home, and I got really good at picking movies,
Mhm.
and my mom was pretty good at picking them too. And
That's
so
awesome.
since my mom was goth and a big horror movie buff,
Mhm.
um, we've seen pretty much every horror movie that has ever come out. And we got to the point where we'd already seen all the major ones, so we went and watched all the old black and white ones, and then when we were done with that, we watched, I guess you would call them B side, the low budget ones where the
Yeah,
blood looks like ketchup for real.
B
We
movies.
watched all those too, and we will crack up on those, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
we watched The Room, which is considered by many to be one of the worst movies of all time, and it was pretty hilarious. I had to cover his eyes more than once.
wow.
And then we watched the movie about The Room that James Franco made, The Disaster Artist, and that was pretty hilarious too. So we had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, we got our laugh on. I have to
Yeah.
admit, it is fun,
Can't
man.
remember what I ate though. I know I ate something good. It was Friday. I just can't remember what it was. So I don't
I
know.
think as we get older, our short-term memories just really take a hit.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Oh, you know what? I think I had wings.
Oh, okay. See,
So
there it
yeah.
goes.
All right, cool. Anything else you want to add or look at other than that? I'm
Yeah,
gonna get out of here, man.
we're gonna really keep a tight eye on these markets this week because they haven't really chosen a direction. Everything's really been news driven.
Yeah.
So we really don't know what's gonna happen in these markets. So I'm gonna say this.
Here's Bitcoin, by the way.
For the majority of the people out there who are really conservative, they use the TRS to enter longs and the TR sup to enter shorts. That's fine. But what I'm going to say to you is, and I'll say this to everyone: if you see the TR sup and TRS get triggered, chances are that means the market has now chosen a direction and it's going to move significantly in that direction. So just want to throw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna
And
be
just to
watching
clarify,
those.
because we haven't talked about this much, we could do a video on this at some point. The TRS is an alternate long entry. The TR sup is an alternate short entry.
Correct.
So the
That's
TRS to say it another way, is an alternate buy trigger. TR
right.
sup's an alternate sell trigger, and then
Right.
they
They're
become
conservative.
they become alternate stops
Correct.
depending on which direction you're going. So
Yes.
just something for the new kids there.
Yeah. For the new kids, you could actually just take all your
Oh,
trades to buy with the TRS and use your TR sup as your
yeah.
stop loss on all the trades if you want to.
And HW is asking if we could look at
Yes,
BTC.
we can pull that up real
I
quick.
want to point something out. This is this is a members only video, so it's not much to sell you folks, but I do want to show you. Let's see, where would I even show you? Oh, the homepage. We did last week. We did introduce some new packages, and so we altered the. Just give me a second. It's loading a little slow. We altered our. I talked about this on our webinar, but our webinar was an hour and a half of us talking about random stuff. So I don't know how many people stayed there.
It was a good one though.
It was a fun one, yeah, but it was Friday afternoon, and so we have a new starter. This won't pertain to too many people because most of you are already PulseWave Pro, and a lot of you are PulseWave Pro at the grandfathered price, and so there's no reason whatsoever to downgrade to the starter. But tell your friends about the starter. But here's what you're interested in. The new PulseWave Platinum is a little more affordable. Slightly different feature set. You get a monthly one-on-one with Dex, and probably I'll be there as well.
Oh, you're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. But here's where, so that's a little more a month, but here's where it's like, I'm almost like afraid to promote it because I like monthly subscription payments. It's good for the business's bottom line. But I did think I would throw this out though. Like, we have a limited number of Platinum 6 months available, and it is literally over 24% off. It's kind of stupid. So it's Platinum. We're not offering a Platinum 3 month or a Platinum 1 month. We're only offering either month to month with cash or a 6 month with Bitcoin. So,
and I can't stress this enough, folks. When he said the word limited, we mean very, very limited.
Yeah.
So, as a matter of
fact, you got to preserve the lab time. You got to have enough room to be in a lab.
I got to be in this lab. Look, if we got to hit hard for overwhelming amount of people, I would literally have to be like, okay, look, either we're going to take that down off the site.
We will.
No, and turn people away because it's not like that. I'm not built like that. But I would steer people away, but it's there because some people actually have to or prefer or need to do it that way. So I understand that, but we're going to keep that real limited.
Yeah. So if you want that, get in on it. This is the best. I think it's the best deal we've ever offered, and it's a standing deal. It's not like it's limited in the sense that we might run out of spots, but we're not going to get rid of it. It's not like a limited time offer. Like, it's just limited in that.
It's limited to a number of people who can.
It's about a number of people. Yeah. So just not wanted to point that out for those of you in the room. If you want to check that out, it's highly discounted. All right, let's look at Bitcoin. Then we'll get out of here. Chris was asking for Bitcoin, so I know we talked about it a little bit. Now? This is the Bitcoin Coinbase.
Yeah,
we got the weekly on the right and the daily on the left.
Look, what did I just say? I said the markets haven't done anything, haven't chosen direction.
Haven't chosen direction.
Look at that. Look at that weekly chart. Look at the big red sword bullish pointer you got on that weekly chart, and notice how the market has just moved sideways since then. For several weeks, we haven't done anything. If you look on the daily, this past week has been kind of sideways. We haven't done anything either. All we did was recover a portion of the first red down candle. That's all we did. And since then, we've just kind of tried to retrace from it. So there's been no direction. The longer term trend on the daily, as you can see, is bearish, but the longer term trend on the weekly is still bullish, even though it's in an official correction. So we're still in a bullish correction, a bull market correction in the Bitcoin. And it's threatening to turn to a bear market. We will be bearish if the price action on the weekly drops below the Kumo cloud along with trend lines.
This is big red blotch.
Then we're bearish.
Yeah.
But for right now,
so this is actually it's not the most exciting chart to look at, but this is actually
it's a correction chart.
It's good for now.
Yeah, the complexion is still bullish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go.
All right. People are just popping in and we're just popping out.
We got zero momentum going on there, though.
All right, everybody. Our next scheduled for me and Dex tomorrow. Look for the premiere of Kung Fu Crypto, which is crypto news with Mr. Kung Fu. I will be in his office behind him while he does it because I'm going to be there. And then Tuesday, Dex and I will go live with our new public show. I say public meaning it'll be on YouTube. But of course, you're all welcome and encouraged to attend. And that's PulseWave Surfers. That's on Tuesday. And then we'll do Pulse Waivers Live on Wednesday, and that's just for you. Along with another show that actually, no, V's on vacation, so we won't be doing that other shows. Then Thursday, we'll do PulseWave Surfers again. And Friday, we have our webinar. So you guys will get a lot of chances to ask us direct questions, ask Dex direct questions. I knew a kid in high school named Rex. He was weird.
Hey, do we have a schedule on the website for our?
It's
members?
not on the website yet. That's actually on my to-do list. I'm going to put that. Right. I'm going to put that on the website
because I did my homework. You know, I had homework that was given to me.
And my homework never ends. Are you kidding me? I literally. I said to my wife. I said, I'm building three websites this week.
Whoa.
That's a fact. So yeah, that's happening.
You can do it.
I can do it. Yeah. Yep. It's a little scary, but I got to do it. But yeah, I'll put that schedule on. The schedule is really cool now. I'm excited about it. So, all right, man, let's get out of here. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon. God bless.
Peace.